is a very good, better yet, it is a great Friday here, and you're rocking and rolling on the hottest show on the streets. Got that smoke and that fire. Bringing you that Crimson Tide football news, hot out the bakery. Yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Welcome in, people. The A-Day game, spring game tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central Time kickoff. Bryant-Denny Stadium, SEC Network Plus will have the call. Hopefully and prayerfully, the weather will be good. Hopefully the rain will hold off, but that's just my hopes and prayers there. But we're bringing you the show from the magic city of Birmingham, streaming this to you on YouTube. Speaking of the channel, stop what you're doing right now. Hit subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. Do it right now. Show your passion as an Alabama fan. Show your support as a Crimson Tide fan by hitting that subscribe button. Get all of your friends, family members to subscribe, because if you like the content, they will as well. Also, don't forget to leave a like. Hit that like button right now. Smash it right now. Let's get these likes up, these numbers past the moon here. Let's get this show to 50 likes right now, making this your platform, your channel, your space to talk Bama football. Also, turn on all of those post notifications. Hit that little notification bell so that way you miss absolutely nothing when we're dropping this heat to you and giving you your information on your favorite program, that being Bama football. We also got you covered here on Facebook and Twitter as well, streaming to you the show. But got a lot of cool things to discuss tonight. Spring game tomorrow. The A-Day roster has dropped. Coach Saban talking about how he wants the fans to turn up and turn out and really support the players. And there's going to be quite a few recruits on campus this weekend. But there's going to be one marquee player that if Bama really shows this young man some love and that real Southern hospitality, Coach Saban will continue dominating that thing called the NCAA transfer portal. But we want to hear from you guys tonight, and you can blow the phone lines up, making your voices, your opinions, your thoughts be made known by dialing 205-448-1358, number to call in to let your voice be heard, 205-448-1358. And one more time, 205-448-1358. The daily super chat goes $75. Daily super chat going to appreciate you guys. And although the game will be on SEC Network Plus, for those of you that will not be able to get the game, you check out the watch party tomorrow. Our guys, John Ivory, Justin Smith, will be kicking it with you on the YouTube channel. Get into the watch party, have conversations, have fun, have dialogue, talk about this game, talk about this exhibition, talk about this matchup, and your favorite players that will be on the field. So get in that watch party tomorrow. Kick it with your main two guys, John Ivory, Justin Smith of TDA. I promise you, you're going to have an outstanding time. But we get into now topic number one, folks, of the conversation, that being the A-Day rosters are out. For white team and crimson team, the rosters are here. The coaches that'll be coaching both teams are out. There's going to be so much excitement taking place now. In terms of the scheduled activities, you're going to be honoring Wilbur Jackson and John Mitchell Jr., the first two African-American players to integrate the program under Coach Paul Bear Bryant. So that's going to be awesome. And then, of course, you would have your permanent team captains from last season being honored. That would be Fedarian Mathis, Evan Neal, Bryce Young, and Will Anderson. And then also, there's going to be an event being done there, on the Walk of Champions. So many scheduled events to take place for the spring game. And on top of that, you have on top of that, you've got just so much action, so much big time stuff here going on. But the rosters are here, and in discussing the rosters, you got crimson team and white team, and so Saban likes to divide the rosters up, put talent there on both sides of the ball on both teams. So we're gonna get into this here. So first things first, we're gonna be seeing a lot of Bryce Young. And Originally, I thought we may see a little bit of Bryce Young, not too much, but he is the only quarterback on the Crimson team roster. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Bill O'Brien, Bryce Young, chemistry, continuity, connection, gelling, vibing out there on the field between these two. And Young mentioned this week that he wants to go out there and put on a show for you, the fans, in this final scrimmage, this final action here of spring football. Now, of course, there's not going to be anything exotic being called. I mean, it's going to be a vanilla playbook, a vanilla game plan going in. But regardless of what the game plan is, seeing Young as the only quarterback for the Crimson team, throwing the football, passing the ball, getting the ball to wide receivers, running through the offense, orchestrating the plays, that's going to be fun because this is literally him, showing you as the fans and, of course, the entire college football nation that he looks to be the first player since Archie Griffin, Ohio State, 1974 and 1975, to repeat as the Heisman Trophy winner. So regardless of popular belief that we would not see a lot of Bryce Young, we will see a lot of Bryce Young, the lone quarterback for the Crimson team. Well, we'll see a lot of Bryce Young. White team is going to be interesting because Jalen Milroe and Ty Simpson are on that team, the second team offense. So they'll be going head-to-head with each other or against each other, trying to see who does better moving that second team offense. And here's the big question that we have been asking ourselves all offseason: how much improved has Milroe gotten as a passer, a distributor of the football? We know he's an athlete. We know he can run, he can fly, he can make plays with his feet. But how much better has he gotten from a drop-back passing perspective? So this scrimmage, this A-Day game here, is a major chance for Milroe to take that step forward and showing thousands of fans he is the real deal. And for Ty Simpson, here's a game for the young man from Tennessee, the hotshot five-star freshman, to show what he can do, to make some wow plays, to kind of amaze some people out there, amaze the crowd, get the crowd kind of going on his side, so to speak. So this is a big spring game for both, but with Milroe and Simpson both operating white team, I want to see which one of these two, and in particular Milroe, how much better has he gotten as a passer with a full captive crowd ready to see him. Out after the quarterbacks, you gotta look at the wide receivers here. And for me, it's after Jermaine Burton, who takes that big step forward here in the wide receiver room. We have seen Jermaine Burton do his thing throughout spring practice. Coach Saban's talked about him. Bryce Young has talked about him. Many people out and about have talked about Burton, the transfer from Georgia. But aside from him, when you discuss Trayshawn Holden, Christian Leary, JoJo Earl, Aaron Anderson, Kendrick Law, Tyu Jones-Bell, who takes that moment, because Ja'Cory Brooks cannot play. He can't play in the spring game. He's out the whole spring due to an injury he sustained in the latter portion of 2021. So of the guys listed here on screen, who takes that step? Who takes that momentum? Who takes that moment? Who can show Bryce Young? Who can show Jalen Milroe? Who can show Ty Simpson? Most importantly, who can show Bryce Young as the starting quarterback? When the ball is in the air, you can trust me, I'm going to make the play. You can trust me, I'm going to catch the pigskin. You can trust me, I'm going to run the right route. You can trust me, I'm going to get open, I'm going to create separation, I'm going to make it do what it do out here. So after Jermaine Burton, a lot of U.S. fans are wondering who takes that next step at wide receiver. That's going to be fun there in the spring game. And moving on from that to the running backs, and in particular Trey Sanders. Can Trey put on a show for the fans? Now, he will be running with Jahmyr Gibbs on Crimson team, representing the first team offense. So can Trey put on a show? Because the whole spring has been, Look at Jahmyr Gibbs. Look at Gibbs. Fast, dynamic, explosive, speedy, burst, just acceleration. He's that good. Jump cuts, vision, quickness, agility. Jahmyr Gibbs is that good, and he is. But the thing with Trey Sanders, been through a lot, endured a lot, battled a lot, and this is a spring game for him to show that Gibbs is not just running away with this thing. Sanders is in the same. Sanders is right there with him. Gibbs is just not far and away running back one. Sanders is right there giving him that competition. So can Trey Sanders put on a show here in this exhibition? It's going to be fun right there. Going from Trey to, now you look at here the defense, and first and foremost, the defensive tackle position. It's time for a disruptor to emerge. Do we see the disruptor on Saturday? Whether that's Tim Smith, whether that's Jamarian Latham, whether that's Jamil Burrows, Damon Payne, Jaheim Otis, who is the disruptor from this group? And can we see it happen consistently a number of different times, just constantly getting into the backfield, two-hand touching Bryce Young, two-hand touching the quarterbacks, wrapping up the running backs for tackles for loss? Who is consistently getting back there from that nose tackle position? So that'll be something that our eyes will be on there. Aside from that, you can also look at the defensive secondary. When you look at the defensive secondary, when you're talking guys like Malachi Moore, Brian Branch, Jordan Bow, DeMarco Helms, can the secondary play that ball where they need to play that ball? But aside from the secondary, you've got the coach, you got Will Anderson. How many reps do we see from Will Anderson? That's another big question. We know what Will can do. We know what Will Anderson brings to the table, and I know he will be on we know he'll be on white team for first team defense, but how many reps? Will be under 10 reps. How much do we see Anderson on the field? To me, I would have him in bubble wrap. I wouldn't even play him. I would have him in bubble wrap. I would look at Dallas Turner and Chris Braswell and say, guys, y'all go out there, have fun, have at it. I'm kind of tempted to have Dallas Turner in bubble wrap too, now that I mention it, but I would have Braswell and Turner out there, let them knock the guys around, have fun, compete, be out there on the field. But, how many reps do we see Will Anderson take on the field? That's a big question here for Saturday. And then when you look at the coaches here, Saban is really enforcing having the assistant coaches act as head coaches in the spring game. Now, Saban will still be there moving around, walking around with the hot mic and the Salmon suit and just on the field of action where these players are concerned, but he likes to have the assistant coaches kind of take on that head coaching role in terms of calling the plays. So Bill O'Brien will be the acting head coach for Crimson team. So he'll be right there, first team offense led by Bryce Young, and the second team defense. And then Pete Golding will be the acting head coach for white team, which will be the first team defense and the second team offense. And a lot of conversation has been made about both of these two. Some of you like both of these two as coordinators. Some of you think Bama could do a bit better than these two at coordinators, but it's going to be fun. Which one of these two has the better game? Which one of these two gets the better of each other? Will O'Brien get the better of Golding, or will Golding get the better of O'Brien? Basically, a better question, which one will get the most butt chewings from Coach Saban in a spring game? So it'll be fun to watch that dynamic on the field as well. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to discuss where this spring game is concerned, and it's one where I myself will be out there on the field Saturday about time. I've been on these Zooms, tired of these Zooms, want to get back out here to see these young men, to see these players, to see these coaches, and to see the fans and interact with you guys more so up close and in person as well. But we take our first break on the show. Don't touch that dial. We're just getting started. When we return, we go to the phone lines to get your thoughts, your calls, your chats, your donations, your interactions What has you excited about this A-Day game? What are you looking forward to seeing tomorrow? We talk to you guys after this.
You're watching In My Own Words with Stephen M. Smith, brought to you by We Own the Fourth Quarter. Get your four-finger bling necklace today by visiting weownthefourthquarter.com. Throw them foes up.
What's up, Bama Nation? This is Rudy Griffin, former Alabama defensive lineman, and you're listening to my guy, Stephen M. Smith, In My Own Words, brought to you by Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Roll! Tide, roll!
9 players have teamed up and released the Alabama Team Paper, which is a video yearbook they've put out for sale direct to fans. Now, for the first time, small dollar purchases from the fans can support the players as a group as well as a great cause, because $1 of every subscription payment is donated to the Boys and Girls Club of America. Be a 5-star fan base and support your team and a great cause with Team Paper. Check it out at teampaper.com/Alabama.
Remember the taste of Grandma's delicious sweets? Emily's Heirloom Pound Cakes brings back those precious memories with just one bite. Each cake made from scratch. They make the perfect dessert to share with family and friends for any occasion, and ordering is easy. Visit emily'sheirloompoundcakes.com. Click the online store and shop. Then pick up your fresh cake at the kitchen in downtown Homewood. Order yours online at emily'sheirloompoundcakes.com. Emily's Heirloom Pound Cakes, making memories from scratch.
All right, folks, we're back in, rocking and rolling from the break on a good Friday TGIF edition of the show. Hottest show on the streets, talking your Bama Crimson Tide. Stephen Smith, Touchdown Alabama Magazine, In My Own Words. Happy to have you guys in here. A-Day is tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central Time kickoff from Bryant Denny. Guys, shout out my man William Bryant with that $25 donation in the Super Chat. Showing love. Appreciate that, William. And also, Mechanic is in here. Mechanic with that $50 donation, helping us out here on the show. At Daily Super Chat goal of $75 has been met. Appreciate William, Mechanic, and all of you making this your show, your network channel and space to talk Bama. We go to the phone lines now to grab your calls. The call segment brought to you by the Blue Wrench Gang, 205-448-1358. Number to call in to let your voice be made known, 205-448-1358. We grab this call here. You're live on the show. What's going on? How we feeling? State your name and where you calling from.
Oh, it's Friday. You better not be late. Tomorrow's A-Day. Go down and get a piece on Emily's Pound Cake. Good Friday to everybody. Good Friday to everybody. I hope everybody's doing well today. Everybody's looking good in the chat. We want to start off with a chat here. It takes every one of y'all remember this to make this the hottest show on the street. I'm talking the hottest show in the corner, up the back, around the side, in the middle, in the dumpster. I'm telling you, that's what it takes. Every one of y'all doing a great job. 25,000 subscribers. I tell you what, I sort of think, Stephen, I've been thinking about this here for a little bit. I won't be there tomorrow signing autographs. Coach Saban didn't need me there. He didn't want, he needed distractions tomorrow. He wanted the team to be focused. So, excuse me. Anyway, I'll let you handle all the autograph signings tomorrow. But anyway, I think Alabama, we don't need to be number one all the time. We don't need to be on main TV all the time. I think this goes to these kids' heads a little bit sometimes. I think we need to be in the back seat every now and then and learn our plays and learn the mistakes we made last year and not get all that recognition all the time and just come up and give them a good wallop and take that national championship this year and just ease into it and take it away from them. We don't have to be number one to win a national championship. What do you think about this, Stephen? Address it. Tell these folks we don't be number one.
I like that. I really do, because the best Alabama teams we've seen under Coach Saban were the teams that were not talked about at all. They were not discussed much at all, but those teams just confidently knew who they were, knew what they were about, and they just took it from everybody. Nobody gave them any accolades. Nobody gave them any conversation. Nobody gave them any airtime. But those teams in 2009, they took what was theirs. The team in 2011, 2012, 2015, where, Dan Wolken wrote the story of Bama's buried and gone. Those teams, they didn't need a whole bunch of press clippings. They took what was theirs. They took from whoever had it. So I agree with that.
Well, we're gonna see what happens tomorrow there. Y'all be careful down there. Don't open up no metal umbrella. Get your aluminum umbrella so you don't get lightning struck anyway. Y'all be safe there. I'm gonna watch it here on this TV screen. All y'all remember the reason of what this weekend, as far as it's Easter weekend. Good Lord's still in charge. He's on the throne. He's gonna take care of everything, no matter how bad it looks. He's gonna take care of all of it. I guarantee he always has. All right, y'all looking good. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy the day. I love all y'all. Y'all blow this show up. I'll see y'all on Monday, good Lord willing. Bye-bye, everyone. Happy Easter.
Appreciate weighing in there, calling in, getting us started. Once again, folks, TDA Watch Party tomorrow. Our own John Ivory, Justin Smith, got you covered in the Watch Party. Check it out. We grabbed this call here. You're live on the show. What's going on? How we feeling? State your name, where you calling from.
Yeah, Stephen. This is Michael from South Florida. How you doing tonight, man?
Doing great, Michael, and yourself?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm just getting ready for the spring game tomorrow, and I'm ready to see how we look this year. I'm pretty confident going into this year. I think we're going to return to the national title, and I think we're going to get it done this year. With all the talent we got coming back, I think this is going to be good.
I think it's going to be a really good season. I think it's going to be a really good game between Crimson and White, and the guys have worked hard to put this together to showcase their skills out there on the field. And I just want to see a good crowd show up to support these players and all the hard work they put in.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing that. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people there. It sucks. I ain't going to be able to make it. I wish I could, but. Being in Florida and I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to go. My dad says yakking on the phone for pussies.
I understand that, man. I understand. Appreciate that call right there coming in the show. Going to be a good A-Day game, folks. I'm excited. Going to be a really good spring game. Every position, every player, every coach. It's going to be fun to watch. It's kind of like what Waylon mentioned. Alabama, as much as you like seeing as a Bama fan, the Crimson Tide #1 in the country, sometimes it is a refresher to kind of see it in the back seat a little bit and, behind the scenes, doing your job, working hard, grinding hard, not having a lot of people talk about you. And then when the moment's at its biggest, then you strike, right? Then you take that national championship. I'm just so reminded of that 2009 Bama team. Everybody was talking about Florida, and that 2009 Bama team came up and just took that national championship. 2011, everybody was talking about other teams. That 2011 Bama team came up and took that national title. The 2012 team took that national title. The 2015 team, when Bama lost to Ole Miss, and it was the dynasty's over, it's over. And that 2015 Bama team said, yeah, right, and took that national championship. That 2017 team, when Georgia thought, we got him, Tua Tagovailoa comes off the bench, took the national championship. So that's kind of how I want to see this done this season, starting, of course, with the spring game. Not everybody got to talk about Alabama. Let Alabama sit back in the cut, do their thing, focus, and then when the time is right, then you see the champion strike and take over the college football landscape here. But we go to a quick topic here as you continue to get your thoughts in. 205-448-1358. Number to call in, 205-448-1358. And this deals with Bama in the NFL draft process. So the draft will be in Vegas, Las Vegas, from April 28th to the 30th. And Two players that are projected first-round picks for the Tide, Evan Neal and Jamison Williams, have been invited to Vegas to participate, to sit in with their families on the draft. And they have both accepted their invitations. They will both be in Vegas. Congrats to both of these two young men. I want to see both of these two go high on night one. Evan Neal projected to be a top 5 pick. Jamison Williams, despite the injury he suffered in the national championship game back in January, still projected to go in the first round between picks 20 and 32. I would like to see the Patriots take J-Mo. The Eagles could take J-Mo. I would really like that. The Dolphins, hey, Mike McDaniel, Jamison Williams, don't get him. But whatever he ends up going to, happy for Evan Neal, happy for Jamison Williams getting this shot here to participate in Vegas for the draft night. But we go to a break right now, folks. Don't touch that dial, because when we get back, we touch on one Tyler Harrell. Is he visiting the University of Alabama for A-Day weekend? Will the Crimson Tide fan base show him that love to get him to commit to Bama? We'll talk about the speed transfer receiver right after this.
You know what we do at the start of the fourth quarter. We throw them foes up. But now you don't have to wait until the fourth quarter. Get your 4-finger bling necklace at weownthefourthquarter.com. It's the first and only logo that captures the essence of all Crimson Tide players and fans as we represent the legendary Alabama football fourth quarter dominance. Get your 4-finger bling necklace right now at weownthefourthquarter.com. Get yours today and stun on them haters. Touchdown Alabama Magazine is Alabama football's premier publication. A subscription to Touchdown Alabama Magazine is the perfect gift for any Alabama fan. For exclusive news and information, recruiting updates, a free annual print magazine, and more, go to touchdownalabama.com and click join. Only $7.95 per month, or pay $74.95 for a full year subscription. That's a yearly saving of $20. Go to touchdownalabama.com today and roll Tide. Thank you for tuning in. Show your support right now by clicking that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button now and enable all notifications to make sure you don't ever miss any of the best Alabama football news, notes, and information right here on Touchdown Alabama.
All right, people, we're back into the action from the break on a Friday, TGIF edition of the show. A Good Friday. Appreciate you guys checking us out here on today. The A-Day game on tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central Time kickoff from Bryant-Denny Stadium. Appreciate the support coming from you guys. Continue hitting that like button, giving us that thumbs up, raising these likes past the moon, getting this show right here to 50 likes. Right now, hit that like button. Also, subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. Get your family, friends to subscribe, because if you like the content, absolutely, they're diehard Bama fans, they'll be appreciating this content as well. But when you look at now, this is going to be a big recruiting weekend, pretty big recruiting weekend. There'll be quite a few young high school athletes at this spring game, taking it all in. But there's going to be one special elite marquee athlete transfer that will be in Tuscaloosa, and he's looking to get some Bama love, because if he gets that Bama love, like that real Southern hospitality, roll the red carpet out, you want cream with your coffee? If he get that real Bama love, this young brother right here could commit instantly to the Crimson Tide. I'm referring to Tyler Harrell, the transfer wide receiver from Louisville. He'll be on campus for the spring game. He'll be on campus for A-Day, and this is big because the conversation with him has been intensely heating up. I spoke about this on Wednesday. Everybody's talking about this young man at 6 foot, 197 pounds from Miami, Florida. In high school, he was running 4.4 140. In high school, he possessed 10.35 100-meter dash speed. This is high school, so he's even faster now than what he was then. In a run-heavy Louisville offense a season ago, Harrell, 18 catches, 523 yards, 6 touchdowns. Almost a good chunk of his catches resulted in him in the end zone. He averaged basically 30 yards per catch at 29.1. He can escape. He can create separation extremely fast. Big burners, huge speed in the open space. This is that different kind of speed. This is that speed that can alleviate you having those 10, 11, 12, 13 play drives. So give me a 1-play drive, boop, touchdown, instant offense. This young man is like Tesla, Bentley, Uber, Mercedes. This is that type of instant offense is what Tyler Harrell can give you. And from watching his highlights at Louisville, from watching this tape, from watching this film, if Alabama can get this young brother in here, it can be something really, really, really nice here from this offense. And for Coach Saban, he wants to continue owning the transfer portal. He's done it for the last couple of years now. Whether it was 2019, him pulling out Landon Dickerson from Florida State, you saw how great that turned out. Whether it was this past season pulling out Henry To'o, Jamison Williams from the portal, that turned out pretty well also. And then this offseason pulling out Jermaine Burton, who's made noise all spring practice, Jahmyr Gibbs, who's made noise all spring practice, Eli Ricks, who's made noise in spring practice, and now you got Tyler Steen from Vanderbilt coming in here to boost up the offensive line. If you can pull Tyler Harrell, if Saban can bring this young man in, and you have a wide receiver core full of burners, who will be able to cover this group? Who will be able to hang with this group? I mean, Bryce Young should be able to play pitch and catch all season long from start to finish if Coach Saban is able to get a commitment from this young man after this spring game. And for the Bama fans out there, the big thing is just showing this young man some love, because this is a big deal. This kid is a big deal. This young man is a big deal. This guy looks like he may even have a faster step than Jamison Williams. And I didn't think that was humanly possible. But this guy looks like he might even have a faster first step, than J-Mo did. So if fans show out, show him love, show him that appreciation, that hospitality right there, and Coach Saban is able to land this treasure from the portal, this is going to be a very lethal group of wide receivers. But Tyler Harrell, transfer from Louisville, is on campus. He will be at the A-Day game tomorrow. We will see how this all shakes out with him on this visit. We go to a break here, folks, on the show on Touch That Down. When we get back, we return to the phone lines. We're grabbing your calls, your thoughts, your chats, your interactions. We get to the dialogue with the Bama Nation right after this.
Don't touch that dial. Call in right now as we're taking your calls up next on In My Own Words with Stephen M. Smith. Brought to you by We Own the Fourth Quarter. Visit WeOwnTheFourthQuarter.com now to get your 4-finger bling necklace. Touchdown Alabama Magazine is Alabama football's premier publication. A subscription to Touchdown Alabama Magazine is the perfect gift for any Alabama fan. For exclusive news and information, recruiting updates, a free annual print magazine, and more, go to touchdownalabama.com and click join. Only $7.95 per month, or pay $74.95 for a full year subscription. That's a yearly saving of $20. Go to touchdownalabama.com today and roll Tide. Every sports fan deserves the proper representation. Whitwell Sports introduces to you the Title Towel. Wave that Title Towel in the air like you just don't care in support of Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Only $9.99 and it lasts a lifetime. Head on over to WhitwellSports.com and get your Title Towel today.
All right, people, back into the action here from the break on the #1 show, top source for your Crimson Tide. football information, entertainment, in my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Happy to have you guys in here. A reminder, if you cannot get the game on Saturday, don't fret, because we got the watch party. The TDA watch party. Our guys, John Ivory and Justin Smith, will be entertaining you right here in studio. Get in the YouTube channel, get in the watch party, chat it up with all your friends, all your family. Justin, John, I myself will be throwing some thoughts in there from the game, so be a part here of the watch party on tomorrow. But 205-448-1358. Number to call in to let your voice be heard on the show, 205-448-1358. Fans, you're doing a great job with the likes here. Need 30 more likes to get that 100, baby. 30 more likes. Continue smashing that thumbs up, hitting that like button. Whatever you're doing, hit that like button right now, making this your show, network, channel, platform, and space here to Talk Bama. Appreciate all of you guys for what you do. Also hit subscribe as well to get this to all of your Bama friends, Bama family members, because if you like the content, they will enjoy it as well. But as you're getting your thoughts in to call into the show, John, for me, one of the big things that I'm excited to hear about this spring game, well, two things. One of the two things is, what will the cuisine, what will the food menu be like? Because sometimes the food menu be good, and then sometimes I'm like, man, Coach Saban holding out on us over here. So I'm trying to say, will it be the corn dogs, the chili dogs, or will it be where there's some baked chicken in there? Will it be some macaroni and cheese in there? Will we see, some good baked beans in there? The assortment of snacks, what could that be? So I'm looking forward to seeing what will the spread, the food menu be like, number one. And then number two, a lot of these young players, what will they look like? What will Jalen Milroe look like throwing the football? What will Jahmyr Gibbs look like running? Aaron Anderson, what will he look like on the field for speedster? What will JoJo Earl and Christian Leary look like? The offensive line. Now, I understand you're not going to be able to sack a quarterback in this game. You're going to only be able to two-hand touch. But where the offensive line goes, can we see a little bit of some continuity, of some chemistry, of guys gelling together properly prior to the arrival of Tyler Steen in the summer? So I want to see kind of that from the offensive line. From the linebacking core, I want to see Henry To'o, Jalen Moody, Deontay Lawson, that dynamic from the inside backer spot, because To'o's got to come with it. Jalen Moody's been talking big. He's been backing it up, strong play. And then you've got Deontay Lawson, who has put on some weight, put on some muscle, now at 240 pounds. He's turned up throughout spring practice. How does that inside linebacker play look? How is that going to shape out? So that's just a few of the things that my eyeballs will be on here in Saturday's A-Day matchup. But we're going to go to this topic here, and Bryce Young, BY, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, California King right here. This guy is about to show why he is the coldest coldest quarterback in the game. Had to hit y'all with the Gucci Man lyric there. So you got Bryce Young with a iced out diamond grill. Seeing the picture here on the screen. This is nice. I mean, this is just nice. Like, iced out diamond grill, showing y'all, hey, y'all thought I was cold. I'm finna get real cold on you with these numbers, with this production, with these stats here, as Bryce is trying to become the first player since Archie Griffin, Ohio State, to repeat or defend his crown as the Heisman winner. Griffin did it 1974 and 75. Young getting the Heisman Trophy just a season ago after a year where he was a 400-plus yard passer, total 47 touchdown passes, 50 total scores. So looking forward to seeing Young in the spring game and all he'll be able to do, and then looking more so forward to Young and the whole 2022 season in the fall. Him showing up, him showing out, him doing this thing out there. We're going to grab this call here. You're live on the show. What's going on? How we feeling? State your name and where you calling from.
Hey, Steven, this is Mike from Kentucky. How you doing, brother?
Mike, doing good, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great, brother. It's the weekend. Just got paid today. Got me a pocket full of change, brother.
None like money on Friday, brother. None like money.
I hear you. You know, we got so many good things going for Alabama this season. You know, the transfer, the unbelievable transfer talent that's coming in. But you know what makes me feel the best about the upcoming season? I think we've got a backup quarterback this year that if Bryce Young does get dinged up for a week or two, that can keep the ship heading in the right direction. I think we can win a national championship with both of these kids. What do you think, Steven?
I really like what Jalen Milroe has done all spring. I mean, he's lost some weight. He's built up his upper body. The ball is coming off his hands smooth. He's layering it in there. He has truly worked on those passing mechanics. So I'm enthused about seeing him. And then when you look at Ty Simpson, he's got a lot of scrambling, big playability. He's got a gunslinger of an arm. The game is a little bit going fast for him, but you expect that he's a freshman. He's learning some things. But once he gets really settled, I think Simpson can do some stuff.
Yeah, I think Milroe, he reminds me of Jalen Hurst, except he throws the ball way better.
Yeah.
He's got the same strength, the same running ability, and he can throw the ball. I think, if God forbid Bryce Young does get dinged up, but I'm not the least bit worried about it. I mean, we were kind of we had one guy in the quarterback room last year. We got two winners this year. Have a good night, Steven.
Appreciate Mike from Kentucky there bringing that call into the show. We're going to take this call here. You're live on the show. What's going on? How we feeling? State your name and where you calling from.
Roll Tide, Steven. What's up, man?
Doing great, William, man. Can't complain. The spring game is tomorrow. So much to be excited about. I'm trying to see how often will Coach Saban have that hot mic walking around with that suit on.
I hear you. I was going to ask you about the schedules. Have they came out yet? Do you know who we're going to be playing first, or
the 2022
in the main game?
The 2022 schedule, William, has come out. That first game is against Utah State in Tuscaloosa. So that first game is Utah State. Week 2 of the season, that's the first big game. Bama will go to Austin to take on the Texas Longhorns. So that's week 2.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be a big game. I think Texas A&M, you can never count out Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss. That'll be intriguing right there. LSU's got this transfer quarterback, Jaden Daniels from Arizona State. From Arizona State. So that could be interesting. It's going to be some good games on the schedule this year.
Oh, that's just going to be great. And if you will, talk a little bit more about this new strength and conditioning coach. Where do you say he's from? Kentucky.
Well, the new the offensive line coach Wolford, he's from Kentucky. He will be making $900,000 for the Crimson Tide, according to the Board of Trustees approving that contract. But Wolford, he has really come in pushing buttons. He's doing a great job. I mean, the guys are buying into his toughness, his demeanor. He's a different type of coach. He's one of those guys that doesn't just tell you what to do. He kind of gets down, shows you, demonstrates it a little bit, kind of guides you through it. But he's really technically sound in that because he was doing that at Kentucky. And for him to have Kentucky's offensive line as a Joe Moore Award finalist, bringing him to Alabama, he's already making an impact. I just can't wait to see when Tyler Steen arrives in the summer, what could this offensive line look like?
Yeah, man, I'm excited about that. Anyway, I'll let somebody else get on here. Roll Tide there, as always. Thanks, Steven.
Absolutely. Appreciate my man William from Iowa calling in. This is the 80th call anniversary for my man William Bryan out of Iowa. 80th call anniversary for William. So appreciate him and the support and the enthusiasm and the love he shows here too. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith, Touchdown Alabama Magazine. But A-Day game tomorrow. Pumped up for it. We're going to go to a break here, folks. Don't touch that dial. When we return, we get into Coach Saban had some thoughts for the fans. He wants to see a big, massive turnout in the A-Day game. And do big A-Day game turnouts lead to Alabama ultimately winning championships? We'll talk about that after this.
If you're an avid Alabama Crimson Tide fan and you love to flaunt it, then show your Alabama Crimson Tide support by grabbing the All-Bama sneakers. They feature bold Crimson Tide graphics, so no one will be able to question where your allegiance lies. When you add these sweet sneakers to your Alabama Crimson Tide collection, go to stsfootwear.com and use the code TDAlabama for $15 off your purchase. That's code TDAlabama for $15 off your purchase. Go to stsfootwear.com and get your All-Bama sneakers today. Touchdown Alabama Magazine is Alabama football's premier publication. A subscription to Touchdown Alabama Magazine is the perfect gift for any Alabama fan. For exclusive news and information, recruiting updates, a free annual print magazine, and more, go to touchdownalabama.com and click join. Only $7.95 per month, or pay $74.95 for a full year subscription. That's a yearly saving of $20. Go to touchdownalabama.com today and roll Tide. Thank you for tuning in. Show your support right now by clicking that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button now and enable all notifications to make sure you don't ever miss any of the best Alabama football news, notes, and information right here on Touchdown Alabama.
All right, folks, we're back in here from the break. Number one forum here for your Crimson Tide football news. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Appreciate all of you guys checking us out on a Friday, and a good Friday it is. Before we get into final topic of conversation, got to remind you of tdawear.com. That's tdawear.com. So you can get all of your fashion, clothing, swagger, sauce, drip, culture needs right here. Do your shopping, tdawear.com, link in the description. Go ahead and get that outfit prepared for tomorrow's spring game, but not just that, get that outfit prepared for the entire regular season in the fall here for Bama. So tdawear.com, that's tdawear.com. Do your shopping right there, got you covered. Continue to show that support for Coach Saban, the University of Alabama, the student athletes. Us here at Touchdown Alabama Magazine. But Nick Saban really wants full-on support from you, the Bama Nation, on tomorrow. He understands this is Easter weekend. He gets it. You guys are shopping for your children's Easter clothes, the Easter programs, got that Easter speech ready, the Easter dinner with the family, and then on top of that with the Weather Channel predicting rain and thunderstorms and things of that nature. U.S. fans like, Saban, we want to be there, but kid got the Easter speech. Kid got to get his Easter suit. He got the Easter program, got this Easter meal, and, this weather out here kind of crazy. Mother Nature been acting up a little bit. We got this rain. I don't know, Coach Saban. I don't know if we're going to be there. Coach Saban's like, look, regardless of what that weather is, we know it's a holiday weekend. We're sorry that it felt like this. But regardless of what that weather is, we would like to have a really good crowd on hand because it means something to the players. The players like when the fans show up and show out because they play for y'all. This means something to the program. This means a lot to, Alabama football. The fans being out here, showing up and showing out here in the spring game. And Saban brought up, the first time we had an A-Day game here when we got here, we had, over 92,000 people. Saban took it back to the 2007 spring game where over 92,000 people showed up at Bryant-Denny, and he was like, and at that point, we knew we had something special. We knew We had the people to see that we care about our program, we're passionate about our program, we desire for our program to be the best, and we have support that this program will be the best, because people look at universities through the athletics program, and more importantly, through the eyes of the football program. So Saban was laying it out there thick for people. He was laying it out there real thick, wanting U.S. fans to be inside Bryant Denny tomorrow, yelling, screaming, pom-poms, cheering, whole nine. Now, aside from the 2007 spring game, the most populated one was 2011. That was 92,310. And that was a spring game where it ended up helping Alabama win the national championship in 2011, and then go back-to-back 2011 and 2012. So that was a big spring game. Then I remember the 2009 spring game. I think it had like 86,000 or something like that, coming off the loss to Florida in the 2008 SEC title game. That 2009 spring game catapulted Alabama to having a perfect undefeated season, beating Florida to win the SEC title and winning a national championship. So there have been some instances where a big crowd in the spring game has led to the Crimson Tide being conference champions, has led to the Crimson Tide ultimately being national champions. Now, this past spring game was the lowest rated one of the Saban era. Only 47,000, a little bit over 47,000 fans attended. Now, I understand that because the 2021 spring game, people had to pay $5 when it's usually free, and this was coming off of the COVID season in 2020 where you didn't have a spring game. So I understand the external factors that played in the 2021 numbers being lower than usual, but with it being 2022, brand new spring game, brand new opportunity to see these players, these coaches, veteran players also with Bryce Young. Saban really wants the fans out there. He is really reiterating the importance of everybody being there, supporting, being around the players, cheering the players on, because they really feed off of that energy. So that they're coming from Coach Saban. But as always, Bama fans, you want the best in news, notes, information, and material on your favorite program. You can do this by accessing the Touchdown Alabama Magazine app. You download the app from the iPhone App Store if you're rocking Team Apple, Google Play Store if you got the Android phone. For your audio listening needs, check us out, iTunes or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Overcast.fm, or iHeartRadio. The good and gracious Lord C. Spirit, I'll be back on Monday, continuing the conversation that is Tide football. Remember, Bama fans, you can purchase individual copies of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Have those sent to your door. That link will be in the description. If you're trying to get the fresh edition, print edition of TDA the magazine, you simply go to touchdownalabama.com. You click join, become a member or a subscriber today so that you miss nothing when it comes to your favorite program. If you're trying to get the 4-finger bling necklace, 4-finger bling jewelry, courtesy of our guys at WeOwnTheFourthQuarter.com, that link in the description also. Gotta shout out the man Jamie Wilhelm with that $4.99 in the super chats. Appreciate the love there coming from Jamie. And also, people, for those of you that will not be able to get the game, you go right to the TDA watch party here on YouTube. Kick it with our guys, John Ivory and Justin Smith. They're going to be talking with you, chatting with you, laughing with you, getting that TDA watch party. Talk with your friends, talk with your family as we are enjoying this Bama spring game, this A-Day exhibition right here. The watch party will start at 1:30 here. So watch party will start at 1:30. Get in there, be a part with the Bama fam as we check out here this A-Day game. But until next time, folks, before I say that, we appreciate all of you, the Bama fans, checking us out today. All of the calls, all of the donations, all of the chats, all of the love, all of the support. We greatly appreciate you, because without you, this show is not anything close to what it has become. Also want to thank my man John Ivory in the production studio doing his thing behind these scenes there. But now, until next time, folks, husbands, love your wives. Wives, appreciate, value those husbands. Children, we've made it to the weekend, Easter weekend that being. Continue, though, doing the right thing, good thing, fun thing, smart thing, legitimate thing to not be bored. Be sure to get yourself those 3 hearty meals a day, those 3 great laughs a day. You protect yourself. You protect the loved ones around you. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the A-Day game. Enjoy the Easter resurrection season. And until next time, folks, I'm your man, Stephen M. Smith. You've been listening to In My Own Words.